Happy morning to you, Everyday Math. Just want to start off again. We haven't done a video in a while, but here is our joke for the day. What do you call a bear with no teeth? Bear with no teeth is called a gummy bear. Gummy bear. There it is. Alright, I am at page 354 in your math journal. You want to turn there. I stared at this page for like 10 minutes to try to figure it out, and I finally figured it out. So here is what we're doing. So here's our example problem, and this is the most important part of our information. What we're trying to doing, oh man, I'm tired. I need to go home. What we're trying to do is we are solving equations by trial and error. What that means is that instead of using the algebraic method of solving an equation, we're just going to be guessing. We're going to plug in numbers and see what fits best. And so here is the chart of what that looks like. So the equation that we're trying to solve is 1 over x plus x equals 4. So we're just going to guess some numbers of what x can equal to get an answer close, to get a close answer to 4. So here's what we did. So we plugged in 1 for x, and when we plug in 1 for x, 1 over 1 would be 1, and when we add in plus x, so that would be plus 1, our answer is 2, so that is less than 4. So again, the breakdown is that we put in 1 over 1, which equals 1, equals. Next step was we have this answer of 1, and we're going to do plus 1 because we're plugged in 1 for x. And 1 plus 1 equals 2, and 2 is less than 4. So now we think, okay, 1 isn't a good answer, so now let's try 2. So 1 over 2 equals 0.5 plus 0.5, that's a 0.5. Smartboard's a little funky today. Plus our x is 2. Now we're at 2.5. So we're closer to 4, but we're still less than 4. Alright, so now we're going to plug in 3. So 1/3 plus 3. There we go. So you see what I'm doing? We're plugging in our numbers. That's how we're getting these numbers right here on in our chart. So finally, when we plug in the number 4, we end up with a number that is greater than 4, because we're ended up with 1/4 plus 4, which equals 4.25, and that's bigger than 4. So we know that x must be somewhere between 3 and 4. Okay, and that's what we found right here. It says, these results suggest that we are testing numbers between 3 and 4. So now they plugged in, they're saying, all right, we'll do 3.9. We plug in 3.9, and you do 1 divided by 3.9, and you get this number. And then you add that number to 3.9, because remember, x, we're saying that x is equal to 3.9. So we're at 4.1, so that is greater than 4. And that's what it says right there. All right, now they plugged in 3.6, so 1 divided by 3.6 is this. Add that to 3.6, and we get 3.87 repeating, and that is less than 4. So now we have to be a number between 3.6 and 3.9. So this is, now it's where it's up to you. So you can plug in, why don't you start with 3.7. So when we do 1 divided by 3.7, it equals 0.27, and I'm just going to keep it there. When we add that to 3.7, we get 3.97. So we're pretty close. It's still less than 4, but we're pretty close. So now I want you guys to plug in your own numbers. Now you could try 3.75 It's up to you. See how close you can get to the whole number of 4. When are you going to get your equation equal to 4? Okay? So again, the breakdown is that we're trying to solve this equation by plugging in any kind of number that we choose for x. So right now, what I'm doing here is we would plug in 3.75 for x. So our algebraic problem would look like, let me go to a blank page. Because remember, our original problem was 1 over x plus x equals 4. So now our problem would look like 1.3.75 plus 3.75. And will it equal 4? That's for you to determine. So this is called trial and error method of finding a solution for x. Okay? This is what your next page will look like, and you're doing the same steps, trying to narrow down your solution to get the closest number. Here it's 10. So now this is our equation that you're dealing with. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to watch the video again. If not, raise your hand, ask for help, work with a partner if you need to. And as always, I will see you in real life.